All right, well, good morning. I just recorded a whole intro and then realized that I didn't hit the record button. So let's try this again. Yeah, I'm here at the Grand Central Parkway Supercharger here in Vegas, and I'm getting ready to decide over the next 15-20 minutes while it's charging what to do. I have 53% right now. I'll probably get it up to around 85 or 90, so it'll probably just take about 20 minutes. And then during that time, I got to decide, am I going to go back to Mount Charleston, which I've been to before, or am I going to head to Lake Tahoe, which was on my, list of top places to go, is probably in the top 4 of places to go, along with like Yellowstone and Glacier National Park and stuff like that. So I think that's where I'm leaning toward. It's just that it's going to be like an 8 or 9 hour drive with charging. So it's a long one compared to, I can go in the mountains like an hour from here or 45 minutes. But I think, it's just a place I've wanted to go to. There's nothing holding me back except for me from going and doing it. So I'm leaning toward Lake Tahoe. It looks so beautiful. It really just comes down to trying to find a camp spot. So all the places that I looked at, most of them are already all booked. Most campgrounds are booked all summer, just so you know. The last 2 years, like, camping has just really taken off because of the pandemic. So, and I feel like when I'm sitting here trying to decide what to do, should I just go to Mount Charleston, which is easy, it's convenient, it's within an hour, or do I want to go to explore? And I feel like I need to explore. I'm kind of like, I feel like I just need to get out there and explore again. So I'm going to look at a few things here on Campendium and the map and try to figure it out here in the next like 15-20 minutes while I'm charging. I got 58% now. I'll probably get up to around 90%, so maybe like another 15 or 20 minutes, and then I'll be taking off. So I'm going to decide here pretty quick, but I think I just need a new adventure. So I think it's probably going to be Lake Tahoe. Long drive, but it's also probably going to be worth it. So I'll let you guys know here in a second when I decide. All right, so I sat here and thought about it while I'm charging for a few minutes, and I was like, all right, Lake Tahoe, let's go have a little fun. It was on my bucket list of places to go on this summer, trips. Just decided, let's go do it. Water looks absolutely gorgeous, and I just see what else. I want to get there and see what they have as far as like paddle boarding or boat rentals or things like that. So I just want to go do something kind of fun, and I think the drive will probably be fairly scenic, at least when we get up toward that area. Yeah, gonna go ahead and head to Lake Tahoe. I am currently at 84%. So I will flip the camera around in a second here, and we will and I'll show you the route that I'm going to take. Let's just first look at the area that we're going to go to. We're going to go to Lake Tahoe. All right, so as you can see, it's a pretty long drive. It says 7 hours and 10 minutes, at least on Apple Maps. You got to go up 95 here, all the way up almost to Reno. And along the way, yeah, there it is. So it is 7 hours and 54 minutes to Lake Tahoe. And it's basically just from Vegas here, you take 95 and just go all the way up, like I said, toward Reno. And so there's a few chargers here along the way. So let's look at those. That is 150 kilowatt is that Beatty, Nevada? And then next one after that is Hawthorne, Nevada. It's 250 miles from here. And then after that would be the next one, which is Lake Tahoe. With charging, we're probably looking at around a 9-hour travel day. So that's the unfortunate part compared to going to Mount Charleston, which is like 45 minutes away. I could be there in the next hour. But that's okay. That's part of the adventure. So this is a place I've wanted to go to for a long time. So it looks like the next stop then would be Beatty, Nevada. And it's a 150 kilowatt charger. I'll update you along the way and for sure at the next supercharger. All right, let's go unhook. All right, let's head to Lake Tahoe. All right, and we are off from Vegas to Lake Tahoe.
I look in the mirror, who's looking looking back at me. I don't know what happened. Guess we weren't meant to be. I know we had problems. I thought we could fix them, but we got tired.
Casually have a donkey walking across this road. Just random. That's so cool. Oh, sorry, I gotta get a little video of this.
We've got plenty of video for us. Crazy. Look at them all.
That's so crazy.
Oh, he's going again.
Have a great day.
Now turn left onto 2nd Street. 500 feet, turn right onto West Main Street.
Well, that was interesting. Lots of donkeys, that's for sure. There's donkeys everywhere around here. It's so weird.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
All right, getting to the Supercharger here in Beatty.
Now your destination is
Beatty.
on the left.
Not sure how to say it, but go ahead. Since you're already out there. Nobody else here. Just me and apparently probably a bunch of donkeys. All right, so here at the Beatty, not sure, Supercharger here in Nevada, on the way up to the Lake Tahoe area. And if you obviously just saw, there are donkeys everywhere around here. I think I heard about this actually, or saw somebody else stop here once. But yeah, there's donkeys like just walking around. Might have been from What's Inside, from their channel. I think they might have stopped here once. But yeah, it was nuts. Just donkeys literally everywhere. It says I need to stay 30 minutes to continue the trip. I'll stay maybe like a little bit longer than that, or 25 minutes it says already now. So yep, we're getting 144 kilowatts. There's nobody else here, so that's good. Yeah, that was nuts. That was unexpected, that's for sure. Pretty cool though. All right, so getting ready to take off here. Got 91%, and next stop is gonna be Hawthorne, Nevada. And it says we'll have 17% when we get there. Let's see how accurate that is. I'm gonna go on Hook right now, and we'll see it's at 17. Let's see how accurate this trip planner really is.
What if I would tell you that things don't happen once, they always come back? What if I could throw us back to the very moment when we had our luck? Suddenly it's clear to me, you're all I ever wanted, can't you see? Got to follow through in a game for two. It ain't the way I want it. Got to follow through. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. It ain't the way I want it. Got to follow through. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Should've got you when we started. Got to follow through.
All right, another sign. Apparently there's wild bulls out here. So, come across a lot of crazy stuff, from donkey signs to goat signs to now bull signs to donkeys basically roaming the streets of a town.
We had our love. Suddenly, it's clear to me, you're all I ever wanted. Can't you see? Got to follow through in a game for two. It ain't the way I want it. Got to follow through. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. It ain't the way I want it.
All right, we're about 20 minutes from the Hawthorne, Nevada Supercharger, and as you can see straight ahead, mountains are definitely getting bigger. That's kind of cool. But yeah, it's been a pretty boring, uneventful drive since the donkey escapade. Pretty much been straight and boring, like literally nothing going on. So, all right, I'll update you when I get to the Hawthorne, Nevada Supercharger. Yep, just on the other side of the pumps here.
Now your destination is on the right.
Ah, they're pulling in front too. You don't see that all the time. We are really low. We are at 3%. Let's get some juice in this thing. All right, so just got to the Hawthorne, Nevada Supercharger. And as you can see, only the second time this has happened. Battery very low. We are at 3%. So it said we were going to have 17%. It does not take that cargo box into consideration. You know, you would think, the trip planner even, you would think that you would learn over like the last however many miles, but it doesn't. When I look at the energy page, that thing can be way off too, because like last time when I was headed down to Scottsdale, it told me I needed to go 150 miles. It said I had enough for 137, and then like an hour later, it still said I had 137 range. It didn't make any sense. So not sure what's going on there, but I got to get some juice in this thing at 3%. So I'm going to do that, and I will update you. The next stop should be State Line, Nevada, and that is basically right near where the Nevada-California border is, where Lake Tahoe is. All right, I'll update you shortly. All right, let's see these kilowatts go up here. There we go. Yeah, this is a 150 kilowatt charger, so a little less than that. Looks like about 130 right now. So I'm gonna let it charge up. It says we need to stay here for 25 minutes. We're gonna stay a little bit longer, and so I'm gonna go inside. It looks like they have a little restaurant and convenience store here. Nobody at these chargers either. It's funny, on the road there usually isn't that many people on the chargers unless you're in California, and then but in the cities they need to put more chargers. So hopefully they expand quickly, because the Model 3 and the Model Y are selling like hotcakes, and they can't even keep up. They're about 3-4 months behind on those. All right, so I ended up hanging out way longer than I thought, probably about 35-40 minutes or something like that, all the way up to 95%. Didn't do that necessarily on purpose for extra charge, because I'll have plenty when I get to Lake Tahoe. I'll have about 43%. But the main reason was that I ran inside, went to the bathroom, ended up getting a sub sandwich, and then when I came out, one of my clients ended up emailing me, and so needed something done real quick. So I took care of that, and then had to do a couple other small little things. So ended up just pulling the laptop out and taking care of those real quick. And now about to take off. And like I said, when I get State Line, Nevada, that should be right near, yeah, it's right next to South Lake Tahoe. So that should be about 2.5 hours from now, and I cannot wait to get there. It'll probably be around 4:30, 5 o'clock when I get there. So looking forward to just kind of going around the lake there and just seeing, I mean, it looks beautiful in pictures, so I cannot wait. All right, I'll see you guys there.
What if I would tell you that things don't happen once, they always come back? What if I could throw us back to the very moment when we had our luck? Suddenly it's clear to me, you're all I ever wanted, can't you see? Got to follow through in a game for two. It ain't the way I want it. Got to follow through. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. It ain't the way I want it. Got to follow through. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Should've got you when we started. Got to follow through. It ain't the way I want it, got to follow through. What if you would tell me that things don't happen once, they always come back? What if you could throw us back to the very moment when we had our love? Suddenly it's clear to me, you're all I ever wanted, can't you see?
All right, so I think we're getting into an area with some forest fires. I definitely smell smoke, and obviously you can see it in front of me, how cloudy it is, and like even off to the left here especially. Yeah, definitely smell fire. Yeah, I mean it's really smoky now. So we should be coming up on some fire here shortly. I see on the right here there's a lot of burnt trees. So it must have moved through here at least a little bit. Alright, now I'm getting a little concerned. I'm out of the smoke part, but I can see the fire in the distance on the left. Actually, it's going to be straight ahead here. See that? And just on the right,
Turn right to stay on
it's
Centerville
right
Lane.
there. I can actually see it.
Now turn right to stay on Centerville Lane.
Alright, so that's the fire right there. You can actually see where the smoke is coming from, right at the edge. I don't have a good vantage point because I'm a little too low. I don't know if I'm going up here or what. Yeah, it's definitely right there. Alright, so there's a little better shot of the wildfire. Looks like I'm near Gardenville, Nevada.
What if I would tell you that things don't happen once, they always come back? What if I could?
That smoke is right over the top of the mountain right there. I'm about 15 minutes from Lake Tahoe, or at least from the charger that's near Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe behind these trees straight ahead. I'm actually pretty pumped. The plan here is just to go to the State Line Tesla Supercharger, and then from there I'll look at a few things on where to go. But right now I really honestly just need to get some food, so I might go into town or whatever and just hit up a restaurant or something like that, get some food in me, and then try to figure out where to go today. But I kind of just want to go hang out by the lake and then figure it out from there. Yep, there it is.
Now turn left onto Lake Tahoe Boulevard. 500 feet, turn right. Then your destination will be on the left.
All right, looks like it's here at the Hard Rock.
Now turn right.
That's where the Tesla Supercharger is. Sometimes they're in garages, sometimes they're behind garages. You never know until you get here. It looks like it's just to the right here, so it might be in the garage. I haven't seen any signs yet though. By the way, these hotels, I can't even get comped. I can get comped at Caesars any night I want, or any of those properties. I can't get comped at any of these. They're like sold out every night. They're like $500 a night for a crappy little room. Okay, so it is back here. 6'3", I can't even go in there. This is not good. This is not good at all. Please tell me it's not in there. That could pose a problem. I'm looking for the Tesla chargers.
Okay, what you want to do? Let's go on this side, go all the way down.
I can't go in.
Oh.
Is it inside?
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, you are a little
Fuck,
tall.
that could actually pose a real problem for my trip here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because I'm already down to 30%.
Uh-oh.
And
yeah.
Where are they in there? They're on the...
So, just for knowledge-wise, they're inside all the way down.
Yep.
And you're curving to the left there. You
Yep.
see them just on that back corner.
Back
there.
corner.
Yeah.
First floor?
Yeah, first floor.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can find a way to
Yeah, I know.
get that down,
Right.
you know, then you're golden.
Yeah, because I need 6'8". That's 6'3". So, oh well.
Man.
I appreciate it though. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right. Well, yeah, we got a real dilemma here. All right, so to update you on what just happened, I got to what's called the State Line Tesla Supercharger. I didn't do any research on it, and it's inside a parking garage of the Hard Rock Hotel. Cool, right? Problem is that it's 6'3", which is actually the shortest parking garage I've ever seen. And I need at least, I'd say 6'8", but it really needs to be 6'10". So that's not going to work. I'm going to go back around and look at it one more time to see if there's any way, because he said it's right on the wall, if there's a way I can pull up against the wall on the outside and charge. I don't know. So there is another one. There's another one that's 20 miles away. So that one's called the Incline Village, Nevada Supercharger. So I think I'm probably just going to drive to that one. It's not even worth doing this. But what I was saying is about like Harrah's and Harvey's and stuff. That's part of Caesars. And I can't even get comp because these places are sold out like every single day. And even during the week, they're like $250. The weekends, it's like $500-600, which is absurd. These are like, imagine like your typical kind of like rundown, you know, motel. I mean, they're not that great. They're just kind of older casino hotels. But they never have to give comps out or anything like that. There's no point. They're packed every single week anyways, and they can charge pretty much anything they want, and they'll still be packed. Probably just because otherwise it's a 7-hour drive all the way down to Vegas, and so for some people it's just not worth it. But oh well, I guess I gotta figure this out and head to the other charger, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. All right, so what's funny about this is that I just released a video, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, about parking garages and superchargers. And I didn't even take my own advice and look ahead of time to see where the supercharger was. And in fact, there was one of my viewers, Christina, actually just commented a couple times today and mentioned how she uses like the Tesla. There's like a Tesla link that she goes to that shows more information about each of the superchargers and what's around it and stuff like that. Well, I should have taken her advice and check that before coming here. So now I got to go 20 minutes to around the right side, the Nevada side of the lake, to Incline Village, Nevada. And I'm not even going to look this one up to see if it's in a parking garage. Hopefully it's at least 6-8. But if it's not, then I'm going to have to try to go to the other one, because I have to be able to charge. So there's only 3 around the lake here, I think. Yeah, and there's a couple up here too. So I'm down here at this one, and then I'm going to go up here to number 4 here, which is the Incline Village one. And it says it's 20 minutes away. So actually 36 minutes. So I'm going to get going because I got to go to the bathroom, and I don't feel like walking all the way into the Hard Rock here and then coming all the way back out. So I'm going to head to there and try to get charged up as soon as possible. I do have 32%, so I'm okay right now. But yeah, I definitely want to get a full charge in while I'm in the area, so don't have to worry about it for the next couple days.
You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
Lake's on the left. You get an opening and see it. There we go. Look at that. Wow. Are you kidding me? Can't see the smile on my face right now, but it's there. There's some beaches up here. I just want to charge, go sit on the beach. I want to charge, get some food, and then go sit on the beach. That's all I want to do right now. I'm not even worried about where I'm staying or anything like that. I just want to do that. At 8 minutes to the other supercharger. Fingers crossed it's also not in a short parking garage.
Now turn right.
All right, looks to be back here on the right.
Now your destination is on the right.
See it back there. Good. Got some grocery store here too, so I can get some food. So I'm here at the Incline Village Supercharger, which is on the northeast side of Lake Tahoe. And I'm so glad that I ended up doing a little bit of work and made a few phone calls at the last charge, because that gave me the extra amount, because I got here with about 21%. And without it, if I would have left right when it told me to, I wouldn't have had that extra because of the mishap with the parking garage not being tall enough for me to get into. So like I said, I need about 6'8" at least, preferably 6'10" for the cargo box to get underneath, and that was 6'3" it said, so wasn't even gonna get close. And so had to look at other options. But here at 150 kilowatt Incline Village Supercharger, I'm gonna run inside to this grocery store here and get some food, and I'll probably stick around here until I'm pretty full, like 90% or something like that, just because it'll probably be about a 35-minute charge, just because I want to make sure I have a little bit of extra since I can't go to the other one. All right, so I made it to Lake Tahoe finally, and man, it's just ridiculously beautiful out here. Yeah, it's about 8 o'clock, and so sun is just about to set over there, as you can see. And yeah, I mean, I just got here like maybe an hour and a half ago, and then had a little mix up with the charger and had to end up going to a different one because my cargo box wouldn't fit inside the parking garage, which is funny because I just did a parking garage video yesterday and ended up having trouble with it. So, but yeah, super pumped to be here. It's beautiful here, and hopefully tomorrow get on the water. It's so windy today, I wouldn't even want to be out there. But yeah, it's amazing. So happy to be here, and I will keep you updated tomorrow on what I get into. smoke up there. Some of those actually might be clouds this time. But yeah, there has been a lot of smoke in town today. All right, I'm coming back from the beach and grabbing lunch, and I can see that the fire must be moving closer because it's been clear, like crystal clear all weekend so far. And then I can see over to the left there, it is super dark, and that's not storm clouds. Those are that's smoke from whatever the wildfire is over there. Yeah, you can kind of see that. Yeah, it's not looking good up here. I'm on the eastern side of Lake Tahoe, headed south right now, kind of toward where the casinos are, down at State Line. So I got about 20 minutes left. Yeah, it's super dark up here. And I can't tell how far away the fire is. It looked fairly close yesterday, but I haven't heard about any evacuations or anything like that in the Lake Tahoe area. All right, so this is where I ended up staying the last few nights, the little urban stealth camping. And you can see here, that is the Hard Rock Hotel here in Lake Tahoe. And you can see you got a huge parking lot out here. The first night I got here, there were some Sprinter vans right here, and I was gonna park next to them, but then I ended up seeing how you could just go in here, and then I had just some woods behind me, nobody here on this side of me, and so you can see there were people just lined up down here. And I just put up the black side of the Evanex heat shield window treatments, and they blacked out everything, so you couldn't see anything at all. All right, so this is my urban stealth camping setup. Let's see. Hit camp mode on the screen and set this to about 68 degrees, and it's perfect in here all day long, all night. And if you want to see what I'm working with here as far as the mattress, I refined this over the last couple months traveling now. So what I have here is a 3-inch memory foam mattress from Kohl's that I got. That is super comfortable. And then in between that, I have the test mat, which I didn't think I actually needed anymore, and especially for the price. I'm not sure if it's really worth it. I will be doing a review on that coming soon. But I have that in there, and I'll tell you why in a second. And then underneath that, I have a workout mat that's, I believe, a 2-inch thick leather style workout mat that goes under there. And those three give it about somewhere around 5 or 6 inches, and it ends up being perfect, and it's like super comfortable. It's just like sleeping at home pretty much. I'm a side sleeper, and I want to make sure that my hip doesn't hurt when I wake up, and for like the first couple weeks it did, and so I ended up getting that top 3-inch memory foam mattress, and that's been perfect. And the reason I'm still using the test mat is because they have this hard side on the very top part, and so they're into sections, as you can see right there, and they're just kind of like 2-inch memory foam as well. But this top one has a board inside, and so what that does is that gives support up here. So otherwise it would, just sink in over the headrests as it would go down. And so sometimes you're laying up here, you kind of want to get something up in front, like from the fridge, or you want to touch the screen for something, and so you have to have a little support up here. So this has kind of been perfect for me, having 6-7 inches of mattress. So yeah, there's the memory foam, there's the test mat with the board underneath on the very top parts, and then also like another 2-inch workout mat that's underneath. And so the combination of those three has been pretty much perfect. I would say that the test mat is a little expensive, so if you're just looking for something for like a weekend getaway, a mattress that's small and compact that you can fit, for instance, in the sub trunk down here, then I would say go ahead, get the test mat. If you're looking to do something like I am, where you're actually out traveling for weeks or months at a time, it's not enough on its own. I still think that it has its benefits, especially with its ability to be able to stow it away in a smaller place, as well as having the boards up on the top for support. There's probably something else you could do for that too, but that seems to be the best option right now for me. Plus, I already bought it, so just wanted to go ahead and put it to use. All right, so that's basically it for my current look at the mattress setup. But for stealth camping, for campgrounds, for dispersed camping on BLM land, this has been working great so far. And of course I have all my camping gear up top if I do need it, but this trip really didn't need it. I have about 14 gallons of water in 2 jugs. Didn't need it this time. So kind of just decided to use the hard rock here and ended up working out great. So that's it. And let me know if you have any questions about the setup, but so far it's been working great. I throw the Evanex window shields up and they keep it completely black inside. I usually turn the black side out if I'm using them at night, and then turn the gold side out if it's during the day where I want to, reject heat. So with these at night, all I do, I don't even use the little suction cups that come with it. There's no need to. I just take it, and again, if I want it at night, I use the black side. During the day, I use the gold side. So if I wanted to be stealthy and, in a neighborhood, or in this case, in the hotel parking lot of the Hard Rock Casino, I just take it. There you go. And that's what it looks like with the black showing to the outside. You can't see anything. It's still about 6 o'clock here, so it's kind of light out, but even at night, you can't see anything through it. And even with the little holes, you really can't see, although I, again, would like that as an update to their next version. But yeah, it's great. It's pitch black and can't see anything, and just looks like a car with really tinted windows. So perfect for stealth camping. So typically I'd come back here around 7:30, 8 o'clock after I got done with dinner, and I would just basically be tired out from hiking all day or going to the beach, and I was ready for bed anyways. So I did go into the Hard Rock a few times, and I did spend some money there, and got some food and stuff like that. And so I decided that this is kind of like the perfect urban stealth camping spot. I actually looked at staying at Harrah's or Harvey's over there the first night, and I brought it up on the Caesars app because I'm a Diamond member, and I usually get comped anything I want in Vegas. And I looked that up, and it was actually $649. That was the price for a Diamond member, which made no sense. I was like, hell no. Look at all that smoke. That's kind of one of the reasons I decided to take off a little early. I was going to stay until tomorrow, but then I was like, you know what? I'd rather just get back to Vegas tonight, and this isn't going to get any better. And it looked like it might even rain too a little bit, so which would actually be good for the area. I just decided it would just made a little more sense with my schedule just to take off today. Also, with so much smoke from the wildfires, the air quality on Sunday night here has gotten pretty bad. I heard some people talking about it earlier that it would get pretty bad, and they were correct. Yeah, I think it's time to get out of town and head back to Vegas. All right, so that pretty much wraps up this trip to Lake Tahoe. As you can see, views are amazing, and I just had an incredible time, and definitely plan to come up here a lot more often. It was actually probably one of my favorite trips, and I didn't even do really camping while I was here. I was doing more urban camping. So, but still had an amazing time. Went to the lake, went to the beach a bunch of times, went on a bunch of hikes, and there's a bunch of bars and restaurants in this area, and there are just so many fun places to go. If you can rent a house here, like an Airbnb or something like that, that's probably ideal, just because, especially if it has lake access, because that is one of the toughest things about coming to Lake Tahoe. It's not just like a normal lake like the Midwest where you can just park somewhere and then just walk around it. Everything's broken up into private property, national park, things like that. So you only have access to one little area, and everything's gated off, or as you can see, surrounded by nature. And so you can't just get really easily from one place to another. So what you really have to do is plan ahead. I ended up going to Sand Harbor Beach quite a few times, and that was great. I parked about 1.5 miles away and then just walked, and so parked for free, got into the beach for free. And there are a couple other ones. I think you can do Sand Harbor with the national park part, and that is $15 to enter. And so there are some other options for it, but if you have like an Airbnb and have lake access, that would be ideal. And if you can get a boat, or your friend has a boat, or you can rent a boat, even better. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up this trip, and I'll be heading back to Vegas tonight, and then I'll be heading up to Minnesota actually again for about 2.5 weeks. I'm stop along the way in Colorado, see my brother again for a couple nights, but gonna head to Minnesota. It's my parents' 53rd wedding anniversary as well as my dad's birthday. So I'll be heading up there and spending a little time with them. I rented us a lake house so we can just go do a little fishing and just hang out in nature up in Minnesota though. So I'll be heading back to Vegas tonight, I think, or early in the morning. And then later this week, I have a couple friends from Minneapolis coming to visit, and they'll be staying for about 4 days. So it's gonna be a blast to hang out in Vegas with them. And so as soon as that's done, then I will head off to Minneapolis the day after. All right, so here we are in East Lake Tahoe, getting ready to head back to Vegas. You can see we're up here on the northeastern side of Lake Tahoe. All right, so I brought up Vegas, brought up the Las Vegas Grand Central Parkway, and I'll push for directions to there. And so I pushed for directions to there, and you can see here 323 miles.
South on State Highway 28 for a half mile.
Take that back, 440 miles. So that's 440 miles, 7 hours and 44 minutes right now, headed back. It wants us to stop in Hawthorne, Nevada, which we stopped on the way. That'll give us, it says 54%. Obviously, as we know, I'm a broken record here. Not going to have that much because of the cargo box. But I got plenty. I have 97% right now. So I'll head there and should have probably about 40% or so when we get there. And then on to Beatty or Beatty, still haven't figured that one out yet, Nevada. That's where all the donkeys are. Just wild donkeys roaming the city. Have no idea what that's all about, but that was kind of interesting. And then on to the next one, to Las Vegas Grand Central Parkway. So looks like only 20 minutes in Beatty and only 20 minutes in Hawthorne. Let's say 30 minutes at each of those. So I'll probably grab a bite to eat at one of those. And doesn't look like probably too much traffic. It's Sunday night, so be headed back, and we'll probably get in rather late, but that's okay. Less people on the road. All right, on the road and headed back to Las Vegas from Lake Tahoe. All right, so this is Zephyr Campground up here on the left. You can see all these people coming across. It's a busy campground. I mean, it's like everybody's packed in. You can see here to the left, everybody's pretty much just RVs, tents, everything. I mean, just everybody's 10 feet from each other. I don't know if I'd like that. That's why I ended up choosing a different route this week. I ended up urban stealth camping. Yep, time to go. It's really smoky. I mean, it's getting hard to breathe, actually, to be quite honest. So, I think it's time to get out of Dodge. Yeah, the camera's probably making it look brighter than it actually is, because it's actually pretty dark right now. It's only 6:18 p.m., but it kind of feels like it's more like around 8:18 p.m. It's a little unnerving too when you're driving, because you don't know exactly which way the actual fire is. So here, I'm going to turn the camera to the right here so you guys can see over the guardrail as I go around. Look at that. That's just straight. I mean, it looks like fog. It's obviously smoke, but yeah, you can't see anything. I can't even see the trees down there or anything like that. And you can just smell it in the air. Everybody's got their lights on now. You have to.
In 1 mile, enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
All right, so just made it through kind of the forest fire area. You can kind of see off to my left here, probably, how dark it is. That's not because it should be dark, it's because that's how much smoke is over there. So, and in front of us, as you can see, it's kind of cleared up At least here, it's a little bit off to the left, but to the right, you can kind of see it's all clear. So a little bit of rain too, which is actually, like I said, good for the area. So I hope it does rain. Otherwise, just headed back. Got about, what, I don't know, 6.5 hours to go. So I'll get in late tonight, that's for sure. One commenter named Bill did request that when I do supercharging, that I show the amount that it cost me for each time. And that's one thing I kind of started out doing and then I kind of stopped doing. But I will add that back. So when we get to Hawthorne, I will show exactly how much percentage I had when I got there, how much I filled up to, and then what the cost was. So, and when I did reply to him, I did say generally on like a longer charge, like when you're, filling up, I guess, in quotes, generally like from, let's say like 10 or 20% up to 80 or 90%, generally those take around 25 minutes or so, and generally they cost in the range of $15 to $20. That's what I've noticed. Now, different superchargers have different pricing depending on the state and how the electricity works in that state. But that's not going from 0 to 100 because nobody does that. But that's, again, the typical fill up, which would be like from 10 or 20% up to 80 or 90%.
Heard you want to leave this place, but we grew up this so tough. Just put it on behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
There's that lake that I took pictures of the Tesla in front of. It was like crystal clear blue. All right, what the hell's on my windshield? I just went through an area and it looked like it was raining, and so I turned on the windshield wipers, and then now it's like this. It's nuts. It's like, I don't even know what that is. And no matter what I do, it won't come off. That is weird. I'm gonna have to stop at a gas station. Yeah, this is the windshield now after going through that. I don't even know what the hell that was. It's like caked on, and it must have just been like a huge thing of bugs. But again, I didn't hear anything. It's not like I heard, splat, splat, splat or anything like that. It's just, and no matter what I do, if I spray, it does nothing. It's like literally caked on. Weird. All right, gonna have to stop. Lucky enough, the next supercharger stop at Hawthorne is in 1 mile. So I believe that's at a gas station. So I will be using their squeegee thing because I don't even know, man. I've never seen that before. And again, I didn't hear anything hit. It's just like all of a sudden it looked like rain and then hit the wipers and now just caked on. But we'll get that taken care of shortly. Well, it was definitely bugs. Look at this. I just pulled over like 2 minutes later at this Chevron. Look at this. Look at that. It was just, must have been one area with a ton of bugs. But holy crap. I'm gonna need to get that washed as soon as I get to Vegas. Wow. Yep, Attack of the Bugs, part 2. All right, got here to the Hawthorne Supercharger. So you can see we have 38% right now. And I will let you know, we'll probably go up to around 90, 95%, somewhere, probably around 90%. And then So I'm guessing maybe a half hour. We'll see in a second. But then I'll also let you know what the cost is to go from 38 to, I'm guessing, probably about 85 or 90. So let you know shortly. All right, so here are these, and the Hawthorne one in Hawthorne, Nevada. You pull in this way, which is actually kind of rare. Occasionally they have them like this, but yeah, pull in this way. Nobody else here at these right now. Looks like about 8 of them. But yeah, we get charged up here and get on the road. So I'll be getting into Vegas pretty late tonight, but that's okay. Yep, so up to 39% already, just plugged in, getting around 140 kilowatts. And it says 20 minutes remaining to continue trip, but again, cargo box, gonna have to do more than that. So like I said, I usually lose about 25% with the cargo box, so you're gonna have to stick around just a bit longer. I'm guessing about 30 minutes, and then should be good to go. I actually am having a cheat day, got a little McDonald's, so gonna do that and then get on the way. All right, so it says that I have enough charge to continue trip. I've been here about 20 minutes, and it says 30 minutes to charge limit, and it says that I would get to the Donkey Land Supercharger where all the donkeys are running wild. It said I'd have 12% when I get there. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer then. I usually now like to make sure that I have about, I'd say probably about 19-20% when it says to get to the next destination or charger. So definitely want to have about 20%. So I'll stick around for another 8%. I'm guessing probably maybe another 10 minutes. Oh yeah, I was going to update you too on the cost. Right now it's cost $11.72. Like I said, I've gone from 38% up to 84%, and it's cost $11.75. So I'm guessing it'll be, I don't know, probably around like $13 or something along that line to charge all the way up to what I need, which will probably be around 90-95%, somewhere around there. And yeah, so I'll let you know for sure when it's done and I take off. But yeah, we're looking at probably in the $13 range, somewhere around there, maybe 14. All right, ran into the bathroom real quick and came back about 5 minutes later. It says now I have 17%, so I'm gonna stick around till it says 20% here. So guessing, yeah, a few more minutes and we'll be out of here. All right, so now we're up to 20% for the next supercharger in Beatty, Nevada. So I'm gonna go unhook, and then I'll show you how much it ended up costing, exactly how long it took. Actually, for how long? So it's been 37 minutes since I plugged in. And let's go unplug. Always lock your door when you get in. All right, so yeah, it says we'll have 20% when we get there, and it took 37 minutes to go from 38% to 92%. And then also, if I look at charging, it was $13.71 to go from 38% to 92%. And again, that will vary based on state, supercharger, but that's average, I guess. All right, on to Beatty, Nevada, and let's hope we're not attacked by the herd of donkeys. Also, one other thing that I just forgot to point out is that this was a 150 kilowatt supercharger, so not the level 3 highest version or version 3 whatever supercharger. So it was 150 instead of 250 kilowatt, and so not quite as fast, but still decent for sure. So the 37 minutes probably would have been more like, it would have been under 30, probably more like 25 or 30 at a 250 kilowatt. So just wanted to make that distinction to let you know that's why it probably took a little bit longer. All right, pro tip: don't do this drive at night. It sucks. It's so dark out and there's nothing else out here. This is actually a little more well lit and I have my brights on, but yeah, it's just a terrible drive. You're just out in the middle of nowhere going through the mountains, and It's just like you get in like a trance. Not a good drive, middle of the night. All right, so I don't know if this is just because I was maybe going uphill a lot on this stretch, but it's showing now Beatty, which it said I had 20%. I would have 20% when I left. It's now saying I'll have 5%. It actually was down to 4 a little bit ago, and then it all of a sudden jumped to 10. And so I'm not sure what to trust there. So I don't know. That's definitely with a couple hours left before that charger. That's too close for comfort for me. So there is Tanopa. I'm not exactly sure how to say that, but there is a charger there. And so I think I'm just going to stop. It's 150 kilowatt. I'll just stop for 15 minutes just to make sure. Because as you can see, I mean, I'm literally, in the mountains, in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Nevada. So there's at, 10:15 at night. So there's not a lot of choices if I end up running out or get too low. So I think it just makes sense just to be a little safe. I may not even need it. It might be fine. Maybe it's more downhill coming up, but I can't risk that. So I'm going to go ahead and just stop for 15 minutes at this Tanopa Supercharger, and I'll update you when I get there. All right, so we got a lightning storm ahead of us. We got to stop at an extra charger here, and it's harder than hell to see right now. There's the glare of the, from the other cars, because it's just a 2-lane highway, combined with it's so dark out here that it's like you get in like a trance, and it's like I have autopilot, thank God for that. And I don't know why I had to stop. Maybe there was a headwind or something like that, because it said 20% when we left the last charger, and it said then all the way down to 4, and I was like, nope, not risking that.
Now your destination is on the right.
All right, so just got to the Tanopa, Nevada Supercharger. It was the extra stop. All right, charging is starting. It's 150 kilowatts, so I have 38% right now. You can see the current session, 5 cents, and that'll just keep going up. All right, so all the way up to 143, so that's good. Yeah, it says estimated charge time 5 minutes here. Time remaining to continue trip. Not trusting that. Says I'd have 15 when I get to Beatty, and then I'd charge there for 20 minutes, and I'd have 19% when I get to Vegas. I'm going to charge extra on all of them, and even on this one, I'm going to really go up. I'm probably going to sit here for 15 minutes and then get going. So I'll let you know how much it ends up costing. I'm guessing it's probably going to be like $5 or $6 or something like that, maybe $7. But I'll let you know and talk to you in a minute. Ended up being like a little over $5, I think. Whoop, there was some animal just ran across the road. So let's get these high beams on. I don't know, but it ended up being like $5. I only stayed like 15 minutes. Says I should have like 31% or something like that when I get there. So, all right, I'm gonna get back to driving, and I will talk to you guys at Beatty, Nevada Supercharger, where the donkeys are. And hopefully there aren't any just roaming around in the road at midnight. All right.
Destination will be on the right.
All right, getting here to the Beatty, Nevada Supercharger. This is the one with all the donkeys. So I slowed down a little bit, probably about 5 minutes ago, just because I'm like, I don't want to be going 70, 75 miles an hour and then hit a donkey. So hopefully they're fast asleep somewhere in the hills, but who knows? Can't see anything out here anyways right now. I think this is it right here.
Now your destination is on the right.
Yeah. And I may be calling it a night here, because I still got like 2 hours left, and I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do it with these conditions, so I think I might charge here and then just pull over somewhere around here in this parking lot. Oh, a little cat right there. That's the other thing, when it's this late at night, some weirdos out sometimes, and it's like trying to be as safe as possible. All right, let's get charged up. All right, got here with 27%. It's now 12:47 a.m. And like I said, I think I'm going to charge up here and then just pull over somewhere around here and put the window shades up and call it a night. Sleep until about 6 or 7 in the morning, and then I think I just got about 2 hours left. Let's take a look. Okay, so it's saying I have an hour and 46 minutes left to Vegas. Yeah, it says right now I'd have -4 to get to Vegas. I don't think I can go any farther. See, and then they got weirdos out here riding around with their bikes and shit. Alright, too many weirdos around here, so too many people just walking around, like, kind of like behind things, and like riding their bike around with a bat in their hands, and like, I don't know, too weird for me. But yeah, I'm not going to stay around here. I have an hour and 46 minutes left. I'm just going to try to make it most of the way. It says now we'd have 5% when we get to Vegas, but I'm going to wait until that it says at least 20% or 25%, and then I'll take off. So right now we got 48%, and that's all we got left right there. So not too much longer, but looking forward to getting there, or at least close to there. All right, so charged up to 75%. I think it was like in the 40s when I started. Too tired to know for sure. And it was $11.84. And so probably try to just go ahead and do it now. Kind of amped up a little bit, so I think should be fine. If not, I will just pull over and sleep for a little bit. So, but all right, well, probably one more update before the end of the night, and then off to bed. All right, this is where the donkeys were. They're somewhere around here. They were just like always off in the parking lots and stuff like that, and occasionally you'd see one run across the road. So I'm trying to not speed, although I think it's 45 here. I saw that guy riding his bike again down the street, riding around with a bat in his hand, and can't figure out if that's to fend off the donkeys or what. But between him and the other cast of characters that were hanging around the dumpster and hanging around the back there, I was like, you know what? I don't feel real comfortable here. So, all right, well, back up to 70. I think we made it clear of the donkeys, so that's a good sign. And just about an hour and 42 minutes here left to the Grand Central Parkway, Las Vegas Supercharger. All right, 28 minutes until we get to Vegas. Pretty boring ride so far the last few hours. All right, see you there. And back in Vegas. No more updates, heading to bed. I will Talk to you guys in the next one.